World of 5FM Radio, your adult contemporary radio station in Zambia, connecting you to the newsmakers and events that make news in the global village.
Good evening, this is the 5FM Radio Main News, the headlines. 2,000 health workers. Zuma clears backlog of EIA reports following appointment of new board. And Sudan's trying to cover up mass killings in El Fasher, researchers say. On our Facebook page, 5FM Radio Zambia, and live on our YouTube channel, 5FM Radio Zambia. With the details, my name is Lance Sannie Banda. The United Party for National Development UPND has named Morgan Munda as its new candidate for the Chawama parliamentary by-election scheduled for January 15, 2026, replacing Timothy Kantenga. UPND chairperson for elections Karen Kombo told journalists that the decisions forward the discovery of a technical glitch in the party's candidate selection process, prompting a reassessment. That the revised procedure adhered to party rules and was carried to uphold fairness, transparency, and credibility.
Not contained. His name is not contained on the current voters' roll, which in itself presents a disqualification. So we would like to send a message to our people, first of an apology for the oversight on my office's part. And we spoke with the candidate and he graciously bowed down, and that's why he's here this afternoon to offer solidarity to the next person that we have settled for from the pool of very, very credible candidates that you saw yesterday.
Morgan Munda has thanked the party for the trust placed in him and promised to champion development in Chawama if elected. At the same time, Timothy Kantenga has thrown his support behind Morgan Munda and appealed to party members to stay united ahead of the by-election. The Civil Service Commission has launched the recruitment of 2,000 health workers following the swearing-in of the steering committee today, December 16, 2025. CFC Acting Chairperson Louis Siandiarantu said the move reflects government's commitment to reducing staff shortages in the health sector, noting that 18,000 health workers have been recruited over the past 4 years. Mr. Siandiarantu explained that the recruitment will be conducted in 2 phases. Starting with the promotion of 7 officers followed by new appointments. He said that the process will be transparent and inclusive, overseen by human resource management committees at provincial and district levels. He urged the steering committee to uphold integrity and fairness, warned the public against misinformation, and reminded those stakeholders that 10% of the jobs are reserved for persons with disabilities.
Recall that government has in the last 4 years recruited 18,000 health workers. The additional 2,000 health workers in the year 2025 will come to the total of 20,000 health workers.
The Zambia Environmental Management Agency, ZEMA, has cleared the backlog of environmental impact assessment EIA reports for developmental projects following the appointment of its 6th Board of Directors on Monday, 8 December 2025. Sittings held from 9th to 12th December 2025, the board considered a total of 325 development projects that had accumulated over the past 3 months due to the absence of a board. Zema Manager for Corporate Affairs Ruth Kamwe said 21 projects were approved, marking a major milestone in restoring efficiency to the environmental approval process. Mrs. Kami added that the approved projects span across key sectors of the economy and include solar power generation projects with a combined capacity of 898 megawatts to be developed Coastal districts. She said that other notable approvals include the rehabilitation of the Tanzania-Zambia railway line from Kapirimposhi to Nakonde by China Civil Engineering Construction Corporation Zambia Limited. The construction of 148 telecommunications towers across various parts of the country, and the construction of 3 dams in Eastern Province by the Ministry of Water Development and Sanitation. Out of the total projects considered, 4 were rejected for failure to comply with the requirements of the Environmental Management Act.
The construction of 148 telecommunication towers across various parts of the country, and the construction of 3 dams in Eastern Province by the Ministry of Water Development and Sanitation. By sector, the board considered 111 mining and mineral processing projects, 65 energy projects,
of Agriculture says the reopening of Mulungushi Textiles Limited in Kabwe is expected to be a major boost to Zambia's cotton value chain, turning cotton into a key driver of industrial growth, job creation, and economic diversification. Ministry Director of Agriculture Dr. Chizumba Shipande says the revival of the textile plant will ensure cotton production goes beyond the farm and feeds directly into the textile and garment industry. He noted that across the entire value chain, from smallholder farmers to designers and marketeers. Dr. Shipande has called for strong policy support and investment to address challenges such as climate change, activity, mechanization, and access to finance. Dr. Shipande made the remarks in a speech read on his behalf by Acting Assistant Director for Agriculture Extension, Chikopela, at the 2025 Regional Value Chain Conference organized by the Eastern and Southern Africa Cotton Organization in Lusaka.
Of our region. This conference being held under the apt and timely theme, building sustainable, inclusive, and competitive value chain for a prosperous rural economy. Opportunity to thank you all for attending this important gathering. This meeting brings together policymakers, experts, investors, researchers, farmers, and proven partners to share ideas and practical solutions for strengthening value chains such as cotton, oils, and sesame.
At the same event, We Effect representative Sian Mugan also raised concerns that low productivity, minimal value addition, fragmented markets, and climate-related risks continue to pose significant challenges to the cotton value chain in Eastern and Southern Africa. The conference was held under the theme Unlocking the Potential of Soya, Cotton, and Sesame in Eastern and Southern Africa. The Lusaka City Council, LCC, through its Department of Administration, has announced that a total of 9,800 marriages have been formalized and officially recorded from January 1, 2025 to date. The milestone underscores the Council's commitment to providing accessible and efficient services to the community. In a statement, LCC Public Relations Manager Chola Mwamba said that certifying marriages not only provides legal recognition, but also offers protection and security to couples by safeguarding their rights and benefits. She encouraged eligible couples to formalize their unions, emphasizing that marriage registration is not only a romantic gesture, but also a legal requirement. Ms. Mwamba added that the Lusaka City Council is working diligently to bridge the information gap by educating the public on the importance of formalizing marriages and the advantages of securing their legal rights and benefits. She further noted that the Council has intensified its sensitization efforts, highlighting the benefits of formalizing unions. Churches and other key stakeholders are also being engaged to educate couples on the significance of registering their marriages with the local authority. And in other news trending this evening, Acting Auditor General Wayne Mwambwa has released a critical report on the accounts of local authorities for the financial year ending December 31st, 2024. Community Action Against Corruption says the fight against corruption remains disappointing as the year 2025 comes to an end, despite efforts by the Anti-Corruption Commission and the government to project a positive image. Up next, the business news.
5FM Radio Business News. We mean business. Keep you current in commerce, trade, and industry, local and global. It's our business to keep you informed about business.
EcoBank Zambia has officially launched the Edu Banking at the International Hotel, a groundbreaking initiative aimed at transforming the education landscape in Zambia, marking a significant moment where innovation meets purpose in Zambia's national development. Speaking at the launch, Education Permanent Secretary of Technology Studies, Kelvin Mambwe, says that education is the great equalizer that enables every child to unlock their full potential regardless of circumstance. Mr. Mambwe noted that EcoBank Zambia's Edu Banking initiative enhances transparency, reduces leakage, and increases efficiency in school fee collection through the digitalization of fee payments. He added that the initiative also ensures uninterrupted learning in schools by supporting renewable energy solutions through sustainable financing.
Education remains the most powerful tool for national transformation. And in the voice of our president, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, he says it is the greatest equalizer, the foundation upon which economic growth, social cohesion, and sustainable development are built. End of quote. However, for education to deliver on this promise, the systems that support it must be efficient, transparent, and responsive to the realities on the ground. This is why the Edu Banking value proposition resonates very well and strongly with the vision of the Ministry of Education.
Also speaking at the launch, EcoBank Head of Public Sector Banking Darlington Chilua said that education is important as a foundation for Zambia's progress, highlighting EcoBank's commitment to placing financial innovation, inclusion, and empowerment at the center of the education ecosystem.
This is convenient, but it's also trust. It's empowerment. It's also a peace of mind. We're providing financing for school expansion projects and helping institutions build classrooms, renovate facilities, invest in technology to scale up their operations. We're also offering green financing, systems, solar pumps, and electric vehicles, ensuring that schools have power and the tools they need no matter where they are.
Ends the business news, and in news from across our borders, Sudan's paramilitary Rapid Support Forces (RSF) has been trying to cover up mass killings in the city of El Fasher by burying and burning bodies. A research team from Yale University says the RSF had drawn international condemnation amid reports of executions and crimes against humanity when its fighters captured the city in October. Now, analysis of satellite images by Yale's Humanitarian Research Lab (HRL) shows the RSF likely disposed of tens of thousands of bodies after seizing El Fasher. The has not responded to the report, but its leader previously admitted his fighters had committed some violations in the city. And in sports news, Team Zambia athletes were in action on Monday as they continued their quest for medals at the ongoing African Youth Games in Luanda, Angola. And in tennis, Kombe Mabo caused a major upset in the men's singles after defeating Nasageli of Algeria in a three-win encounter. 7-6, 7-4, 10-7. Today as he competes in the semi-finals. Tennis player Mukangwa Siame bowed out of the competition after falling to Chanel Zukorin of Zimbabwe 6060. Team Zambia in the 50 meters breaststroke final, where she finished 8th with a time of 36.86 seconds. She is expected to be in action today in her next event. Action continues today with judokas getting ready at the games as Team Zambia judokas step onto the tatami to begin their competition. And versus DRC Congo 2025 AFCON Morocco friendly and preparatory match. Zambia to new and the 85th minute, Congo leading by 1-0. And now weather.
Class Econ Roofing Africa. Class Econ Roofing, plot 17100 off Katanga Road, 150 meters from Mumbwa Road, Chinika Industrial Area, Lusaka. Class Econ Roofing. Class plus economy. Class Econ. Class Econ Roofing Africa. Class Econ.
Western, Northwestern, Southern, Lusaka, and Copperbelt provinces, including the western districts of Central Province, mainly cloudy, slightly windy, and mild with rain and occasional thunder. Luapula, Northern, Muchinga, and Eastern provinces, including the eastern districts of Central Province, mainly cloudy, slightly windy, and mild with a chance of isolated rain and occasional thunder. Ends our weather report, and that item brings us to the end of the news. But before we go, a recap of the stories that made